Have you ever wondered why, when you go to watch something like videos on YouTube, and sometimes they're really loud and sometimes they're really, really soft, and you got to change your volume all the time? Well, I figured out why today because I just did the video that I was doing about this page um, a minute ago, and I forgot to turn my volume up on my phone. So I had to turn my volume up full blast when I was going to edit the video, and just to hear my voice in a whisper. So that was it. So I turned my volume up and we're starting again. So anyway, this is the page that I was working on, I don't know, the last few times I think that I've been on. And I had to repaint a lot of it because the Posca pens I was using were the wrong size nibs. They were too small, but I was trying to paint with them and it wasn't working. So I went over them with my Sharpie Creative markers, and that works great. However, last night I was outside on the porch. The sun had started to go down, so it was cooling off. It was feeling really pretty, and I was totally overwhelmed. And for whatever reason, I decided to paint some areas black. Well, I went from some areas to almost all of the areas, and not really knowing why I was painting them black, but just knowing that it felt so good. It felt so good to just black it out. And like I said, I didn't know why, didn't understand until this morning. And this morning, I learned on a video of someone I just discovered. Her name is Jaki Walker, and that's Jaki Walker, Walker. She is an artist, and she has a YouTube channel called The Creative Pause. And it's usually in her sketchbook. Well, the videos that I've seen so far have been in her sketchbook, and she is just getting creative. It's a new YouTube channel. Got to go check her out. She's really, really wonderful. She's got a beautiful voice, a beautiful just whole demeanor about herself, and thoroughly enjoyed watching her videos. And the first one that I saw, which really struck me about why I painted this all black, was she talked about grounding, and she talked about the chakra that's below our feet. It's the Earth Star chakra, and how that's black. And you need to ground. And I know that I've been feeling very, very overwhelmed this last week. Overwhelmed for personal reasons, overwhelmed for just the state of America, overwhelmed for just so many different reasons that, it was hard. I've been really having a hard time, and painting all of this black made me feel so good last night. So when she was talking about needing grounding, and when black is calling to her, and sometimes, she does a lot in black because that's just what she needs at the moment. And actually, I thought, you know what? That's what it was last night. That is why I felt so good after I painted all this black. And it really surprised me because I did love the background. I just didn't like the doodles I had done in the background, which is what I was covering up with my creative markers. And also some of the painting that didn't come through nice because I was, had done it with the Poscas that were not meant for large surfaces. They were more meant for fine lining. So anyway, everything she said so resonated with me. The idea of putting, the really good energy into what we create for other people, which has always been a big deal with me. If I can't feel good when I'm creating, something that I want to take to market, I just don't create it. It's not something that I do, because I don't want to ever have anything out there that does not have great energy in it. The energy I put into what I do, it says a lot about me, and I want that to carry through to whoever gets what I make, and they can feel that it was made with love. They can feel that it was made with good energy. Last thing you ever want is to put anything negative or any type of having any negative energy into something you're putting out in the world. So when she had talked about that, totally resonated with that. That her whole, everything about her is just awesome. Cannot recommend her a lot enough. So when she was mentioning about black and about how black is grounding and why we sometimes are pulled to black, that that just made so much sense. And it also made sense as to why, after I did this, I felt so good about it. And also, I'm creating something totally different and something totally new. And I'm excited about that too. So, it's okay to go with what our body feels, because sometimes intuitively our body knows what we need, even though we don't always know that. And sometimes we just have to trust our body to tell us what it needs, what it wants, where it wants us to go, whether that's in art or whatever you create or you do. I think that listening to ourselves and listening to our intuition and our inner knowing has so much to do with where we end up. And it just really, really changed my entire outlook on everything. And so thank you, Jackie. If you ever see this, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. I will be a forever subscriber. And, go out and see her. She's a brand new YouTuber. She hasn't been out long. And, she only has a couple hundred subscribers, which, of course, like for someone like me, that seems, oh my gosh, that's like immense. But I look at what she's doing and it's like, oh my gosh, why doesn't she have like a bazillion? So go check her out. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear about it. I think, if you like creative videos, if you like listening to someone who has a lot of knowledge about art, because she is a fine artist and she does a lot of abstracts too, which, is my love, and I can relate to that also. But, if finding new people is always great, because you always get a new perspective. And if that's something that you like, really go check her out, because she is just awesome. So anyway, that is my start for today, and I am going to keep on working on this all day today and see where it leads me. So have a wonderful day and make it creative. Tell the people you love that you love them. Be close to those you love, and try to not let the state of the world get in your head too much. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.